This elderly woman is still selling ice cream well into her 80s. Her tiny shop went viral, and tons of people are traveling from around the world just to try it. But the reason it went viral isn't because of the taste. This grandmother has vision problems. She can't always serve the ice cream perfectly. And that tiny imperfection is exactly what made her ice cream so special and why people fell in love with her story.
At this hotel in Korea, before heating food, the chef first warms his hand by rubbing oil between them and places his gloved hands over the flames until they catch fire. The moment the flames flare up, he places the food over the heat and splashes it with a special liquid and places his burning hand above the smoke. The flames rise from the smoke, cooking the food from top to bottom.
This bar is getting canceled online. Every drink comes with a massive foam tower on top, and you're given a stick to cut it away before you can drink it. Do it without making any mistakes, you get the drink for free. But if you mess up even once, this happens.
This hibachi chef tried to surprise this girl with a magic trick using just one egg, but what he did next left her completely speechless.
Spin it around. No, this one. No, this one. You're gonna hold this. Spin it around. Just back and do it.
This man knew exactly how the dish was supposed to taste, but he had zero authority in the kitchen. Because in this kitchen, the boss's tongue makes the final call.
Sure, Dad.
He refused to follow the order. He quietly stirred the pot, pretending he had already added it. When the boss came back to taste again, this guy proved himself to be his equal. Would you have done the same? While opening this bag of candy, this girl discovered a genius life hack.
Did you know if you take this part of a Haribo bag, it opens like this. You take your candy, you put this back through here, and you close it. Did you know that?
This bakery lets you eat dessert for free, if you can guess its exact weight. Most people fail instantly, but this guy took one look and nailed it perfectly.
Yeah, you tell me. I feel like it's 100.
I think you're over.
Over. If you get it, I'll give it to you.
6 grams over.
So 106?
Yeah, 1.06.
1.06.
This is what happens when you get too cocky. When this boy challenged his boss with 30 years of experience, he thought he could beat him because he was younger, faster, and smarter. As the challenge started, he rushed, throwing dough everywhere, trying to move as fast as possible, while his boss moved with ease. In the end, the boy learned that speed can't outmatch experience.
After her date completely ghosted her, she decided to reveal the gifts he missed out on.
This is a video to the guy who flaked on me on our date. I just wanted to show you what I was going to bring to you. Now that you're ghosting me last minute. And Latina, I got you some tacos from my favorite tacos place. I made you homemade horchata, agua horchata, because you said you liked that, and I made it. And some Mexican corn muffins with honey butter, handmade. I had everything planned out. I guess this shit is not worth it.
Was he wrong for this? She's been holding on to her wedding cake for 9 years, and now she's finally cutting it open to see if it was even real.
My husband Justin and I got married 9 years ago, and we ordered a cake, which I thought was a real cake, and it's been frozen ever since. And we just took it out of the freezer, and now we're thinking it was not a real cake. So look how beautiful, first of all. It sounds hollow. We're gonna let it thaw and see if we can cut into this and see if it's real. Here goes nothing. All right, well, it's cutting through. I think it's a real cake, but oh, it still sounds like hollow when I touch the middle of it. Oh, it's a cake.
This guy tried bringing viral crumble cookies from the US all the way to his sister. He had the craziest realization.
Guys, I'm in the US and my sister just asked me to tapao some crumble cookie. Alright, I'm gonna go order. Look at the cookie. Thank you. I'm gonna give it the X-ray special. They didn't actually give me a bag, so I've just been carrying it around the airport. Alright, on to the last flight. My sister owes me big time. By the way, it's been 48 hours since I bought it. Mondays. Your Uber Eats has arrived. Why did I do this?
While traveling through Japan, this girl stumbled across something unexpected.
Let's try the viral frozen Coke machine in Japan. So you take one of these and you go and pay. Here you go. Once you pay, they give you this special card. Head over to the machine and you put the card in just like this. There we go. Here's the Coca-Cola bottle. Now it looks like a normal Coca-Cola, but when you take one sip and tip it upside down, it turns into a slushie. Watch this. Open this Coke up. Here we go. One sip. I want to take the Coke and tip it upside down. Give it a little shake. And can you see how it's starting to turn into ice? I hear it.
Would you try your Coke like this? Almost no one ever wins this free dessert challenge. All you have to do is move a giant caramel flan into a takeout box without breaking it. Sounds easy until you hear the rules. You're only given a razor-thin knife, and the flan can't crack, chip, or lose even a crumb. The problem? It's insanely soft, almost like whipped cream, and one wrong move makes it collapse. Most people see it wobble once and instantly lose confidence, but the vendor? He handles it like magic. Clean cuts, flawless lifts, and perfect finish. Even after 40 years in the kitchen, there's always something new to learn. When this veteran chef was slowly slicing tomatoes the traditional way, a much younger chef stepped in and showed him a genius two-plate trick, and he was instantly amazed to see how much time he could have been saving.
This guy decided to make his favorite dessert from jail and showed us the most insane recipe.
When I was in jail, one of my favorite things to make was Oreo cheesecake. I'm about to show you how I would do it. All right, so this is what you need. Oreos, cream cheese, butter, milk, and coffee creamer. All right, get the Oreos, grab the cookies. You're gonna separate the icing from the cookies. Now, once you got a good amount of cookies and a good amount of icing, you're gonna get the cookies, you're gonna put them in a bag, and you're gonna crush them. Now, once it's crushed, you're gonna pour it into a bowl. You're gonna get a piece of butter, put it in a bowl, and then let it cook in the microwave. It should come out like this. You're just gonna pour the butter right there. Just mix it up. Then you're just gonna flatten it down. It should look like this. After that, you're gonna get the icing, and you're gonna put it into another bowl. Put some cream cheese inside of that, some coffee creamer, and then you're gonna add milk. You're gonna mix it up. Make sure it's really creamy, all right? Pour it right on top. And then you're just gonna break more pieces of the Oreo like this and just put them on top. You're just gonna let it sit like this in cold temperature for a few minutes, and let's see how it comes out. This is how it came out. Look at that.
Would you try this?